Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Alia Shahira binti Fauzi from class AS1201J. So today I want to present about my case study, which is redox reaction. So there are the contents of my case study.
What is redox? Redox stands for reduction and oxidation. A redox reaction is a chemical reaction where oxidation and reduction occur simultaneously. A redox reaction refers to a reaction involving gain or loss of oxygen, gain or loss of hydrogen, transfer of electrons, and change in oxidation number. The next part is oxidation and reduction in terms of gain and loss of oxygen. Oxidation reaction takes place when a reactant gains oxygen. Therefore, when a reactant gains oxygen, it is said to be oxidized. The substance that causes oxidation is called the oxidizing agent. Reduction reaction takes place when a reactant loses oxygen. Therefore, when a substance loses its oxygen, it is said to be reduced. The substance that causes reduction is called the reducing agent.
This is an example of redox reaction involving oxygen. As we can see, magnesium undergoes oxidation because it gains oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Magnesium causes carbon dioxide to be reduced, so magnesium is the reducing agent in this redox reaction, while carbon dioxide undergoes reduction because it lost its oxygen. Carbon dioxide causes magnesium to be oxidized, so carbon dioxide is the oxidizing agent in this redox reaction.
Next, the oxidation and reduction in terms of gain and loss of hydrogen. Oxidation reaction takes place when a reactant loses hydrogen. Therefore, when a substance loses hydrogen, it is said to be oxidized. Reduction reaction takes place when a reactant gains hydrogen. Therefore, when a substance gains hydrogen, it is said to be reduced.
Example of redox reaction involving hydrogen. For the oxidation reaction, hydrogen sulfide undergoes oxidation because it lost hydrogen. Therefore, it is said to be oxidized. Hydrogen sulfide is the reducing agent as it causes chlorine to be reduced. For the reduction reaction, chlorine undergoes reduction because it gains hydrogen. Therefore, it is said to be reduced. Chlorine is the oxidizing agent as it causes hydrogen sulfide to be oxidized.
Now I want to explain about the oxidation and reduction in terms of electron transfer. Oxidation reaction takes place when a reactant loses electron. The electron acceptor acts as the oxidizing agent. Reduction reaction takes place when a reactant gains electron. The electron donor acts as the reducing agent.
Here are the examples of redox reaction involving transfer of electron. For reaction oxidation, magnesium atom undergo oxidation as it lost 2 electrons to form a magnesium ion. Magnesium is the electron donor, so magnesium atom is the reducing agent. For reduction reaction, oxygen molecule undergo reduction as it gains 4 electrons to form a oxygen ion. Oxygen is the electron acceptor, so oxygen molecule is the oxidizing agent.
I'm sure all of you must be wondering what is the half equation, so I will explain it. Half equation are the equation that show one half of redox reaction. As we know, redox reaction consists of two processes, which are oxidation and reduction. Half equation show each separate process in terms of electron transfer. Next, we will move to the part oxidation and reduction in terms of change in oxidation number. For your information, chemists found that the concept of electron transfer in explaining redox reaction is limited to the reaction associated with the ionic compound. Hence, the definition of oxidation and reduction are extended by using the concept of oxidation numbers in describing redox reaction to cover all reactions. Oxidation reaction takes place when the oxidation number of an element increases, while reduction reaction takes place when the oxidation number of an element decreases.
So, we move to the part determination of oxidation number. What is the oxidation number? The oxidation number or oxidation state is the charge of the elements in a compound. If the transfer of electron occurs in an atom to form chemical bonds with other atoms. Firstly, the oxidation number for all elements is 0. And second, the oxidation number for a monoatomic ion is equal to the charge of the ion. Other than that, the oxidation number of the element in its compound for group 1, group 2 and group 13 in the periodic table are +1, +2 and +3 respectively. Next, the sum of oxidation numbers of the element in a compound is 0. Next, the sum of oxidation numbers of the element in a polyatomic ion is equal to the charge of the ion, and the oxidation number of hydrogen in a compound is normally +1, except in a metal hydrides, which is -1. In addition, the oxidation number of oxygen in a compound is normally -2, except in peroxide, which is -1. Other than that, the oxidation number of the elements in group 17 in a compound is normally -1. The oxidation number of fluorine is always -1, but the oxidation number of chlorine, bromine and iodine is usually -1, except when they are bound to a more electronegative element such as oxygen. Thus, their oxidation number will have a positive value. And finally, to summarize of the redox reaction, when the oxidation reaction happen, it will gain oxygen, lost hydrogen, lost electrons, and increase in oxidation number. While when the reduction reaction happen, it will lose oxygen, gain hydrogen, gain electrons, and decrease in oxidation number. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.